Debugging Option Group Filter. Another free lesson to help you become a better coder. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Your continued support helps make these videos possible. And as always, I thank you all for watching this video. In this video, I am going to debug an option group filter for Emanual Silva. So let's come along and see how I approach it. Alright, let's get going. Good morning. It's 4 a.m. Let me show you what I've got here. Let's go to my Facebook group. Yeah. I think that's still different font. Let's try English. Alright, let me show you what I've got here. I think it was. Let's see. Let me do a search. Emanual Silva. Leave him up there, and I want to show you what I reply to him here. So Emanual had issue with the with his navigation. He's trying to open up the or he created a form, that guy, and what he wants is to be able to select all, semester, trimester, and this guy is not listed correctly, and this one is not listed correctly, and let's see the previous image. And so this is the case that load up the form. So it's got 1 query, 2, 3, 4 queries accordingly. And now let's go to see my reply. What did I reply? Let's take a look at my reply. What I basically say that the settings is redundant and it's unnecessary. You see there? But there's nothing wrong with what he did. It's just redundant. What I meant was these guys right here. If you notice, these settings right here, record source equals rec source query. These 4 items are repeated. Alright, these 4 items are repeated, and you don't need to do that. What you want to do is you just set record source to whatever it is, and then after the after the select statement, and then you just call these 2 items if you want to call those 2 items down here, because it's essentially the same. That's what I meant. Alright, but that was my reply. I also said that the navigation right here, alright, the way he had it, let me see if I can come up with, see this navigation. Well, this is the main navigation, and the navigation subform is the container. Alright, and you don't need to name the subform that lists in there because it already resides in here. You see there? And you don't need to do that. Alright, so you would take this subform site list out. Okay, that's what I meant in my reply here. And so if you take a look at my reply, see that there is no subform name afterward, because that is the navigation subform already, or container. All right, so that's what. And what he said, well, thank you. You did nothing. Thanks for your help, my friend, but nothing changed. So I said, all right, send me your app. I'll take a look at it. So, and there on the right here, he sent me yesterday sometime. So let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it here. Let's save this guy. We're gonna save it, save as, go to my, oh, there you go. So we're gonna save into my MS Access sample folder. I got a couple of them. I got a couple of people send me the stuff, and I trying to help them out, you know. So I'm gonna drop this site, ARAR here. I think I'm gonna close that. But before I continue, let me turn on my my highlighter. Where are your highlighter? Highlighter. I can't see my highlighter somewhere. That is. All right. So now let's go to that folder. See, we just downloaded right there, recent file. So we're gonna go there. It's in the MS Access sample, and we are going to extract this guy. Let's extract that guy. Extract files. All right, in that folder with the folder name sites. Ka-ching. All right, so let's go in there and let's take a look. Well, before we let me make a copy of this before I start doing things. So just in case we need to get our original, all right, or make comparison, whatever it is. So I'm gonna make a copy of that, copy and paste, and it's got a copy. So I'm gonna work with this guy right here. Let's take a look at what is going on here. So this is the main right here, and if you click on this, you see that name missed, name question mark, name question mark. So something is not right there. All right, something is not right there. Yeah, so let's close this down. Let's take a look. Before we inspect this navigation, because navigation has nothing to do with these things, all right. You should always make sure that your form works accordingly before you put anything in here, onto the navigation. So if your site form doesn't work the way, doesn't work right, you're not gonna get anything out from here. Okay, so just remember, navigation, that the navigation has nothing to do with this thing. All right, there are two separate items. You just use it to navigate through. So let's make sure. Oops, hey, I see what he's got there. So on unload, he did the CMD quit. That's what it meant. Okay, so that's all right. Let's go to here. Let's go to see this guy. Actually, let's run this guy first. Let's run this guy. See what's going on. That's the first problem right there. That's the first problem. And this probably has something to do with, this probably comes from either from the code behind or from the query. All right, so let's take a look at what's going on here. I'm going to cancel that. Let's take a look at this guy. Okay, so it's using this query. It's using this query. Let's see the code behind first. See what's got here. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm gonna comment that out first. this is debugging. Okay, I'm just gonna debug this. I want to make sure that this form works right, and this requery. Anytime you launch a form or calling this guy, if something changes on this guy, I mean it's going to requery anyways. All right, you don't need this requery form requery. So I'm going to comment that out as well. As a matter of fact, I'm going to comment out all of these guys. I'm not interested in it. I just want to make sure that the form loads stuff correctly. All right. This search check, dummy search. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna comment that out too. All right. I'm not interested in all that. This is how you debug. You eliminate the potential stuff. All right. So we're gonna do elimination. So if it loads up this time, it's gonna come in here according to the code. It's gonna come in here and it's gonna run through this thingy, and it's just gonna end. All right. It's not gonna set anything. So let's take a look. Save, close. Try to close. Don't try to open from here. If you close, that means you destroyed the object, and then just reopen it. That's another place. I wonder if it's in the. Let me take a look at the all site list query. I wonder if it's in here. So I'm gonna try to open this guy right here. There it is. That's the problem. That's the first problem. Yeah, if you watch my videos, many videos, alright, you're gonna run into where I say do not hard code anything in these things. Alright, you never hard code anything in these things. You want your query to be universal, to run as you know, just to run. By the way, if I critique the way you code, don't get too personal, alright? Critiquing is a good thing, and that's how we learn. We learn from people critiquing ourselves. Alright, I take critiquing as my teacher, because whether I'm right or wrong, examine the critique. So I'm gonna critique you a lot, and for the viewers, alright, yeah, just don't take it personal. I just want to say how I feel. Nothing wrong with the way you're doing it, alright, but my suggestion is that it's face value. Okay, so my suggestion is that no hard code. Do not hard code anything in here. Hard code means you set something in the query. All right. Let me open up my my apps. Several. I got a bunch of them here. I'm gonna open up this guy. All right. It's got a whole bunch of them in there too. But we're gonna pick out the latest one, or you can pick out any one of these. So yeah, you know what? Let's pick out one of these guys. It doesn't matter because they're all the same. All right. So if you notice in here, I'm gonna collapse this table. My queries. See these queries right here? I can click on this guy. There's no hard code. See there? It doesn't rely on anything. It does not expect on anything. You see there? I can just click and click and click and on. So none of these guys are hard coded. Alright, unless you really need to hard code, then do. But just remember, if you do that, you're gonna have hard time debugging. Alright, you're gonna have hard time debugging. Okay, so I'm gonna close that application now. Let's get back to our. So that's the first thing. So this is what I'm gonna do. I am going to you know what, I'm going to make a copy of this guy. I'm gonna copy this this guy. We're gonna leave that guy there, and here's a new one. Actually, we're gonna close this guy now, the original, and rename the original underscore. Alright, and then we're gonna rename this guy. Before I do that, I want to take the where clause out. That's the hard code, the where clause. Yeah, and then save as let's see, we're gonna use the same name, query all sites list. Alright, yep. Now let's run it. Well, close it and then run it. Now this time, because I took out the where clause, it should run perfectly. See there? Now if we were to make a comparison to this original one, there's a problem there. You see there? So that's the problem. Alright, so now let's close this, close that, and let's open up this site again, and it's going to use this query. Still nothing. Still nothing. Now it's time to debug again. What's going on? So let's examine this guy. Right off the bat, we know this form binds to this guy. Alright, binds to record set, the query. However, I noticed this guy. What's going on here? What is this? Yeah, what is this? You're setting this guy to the subform. What the heck? So that's not, that's, yeah, I don't know. That's not how you really do it. Normally, you would set this guy to the fields, or column list, to the fields of this guy query. For example, select the drop down list here, select one of these guys. Alright, see how you got num next to right there? You just select that guy. Normally, that's how you would do it. Now, why would you set to the subform? Alright, well, let's take a look at the subform. I'm gonna take a look at the subform. Oh, okay. So you got a master link, master field that is reference, or the child field, meaning this guy, reference to this guy accordingly. This is one-to-many relationship. So let me show you, yeah, anytime you have a subform, just because it's subform, and you load up the subform onto another form, alright, the way you set up, you're making this subform a child to this main form, a child to this form site, alright, to this main form, the way you set up, see, query. And I am interested in what records it's coming from, so I'm gonna close this down and open up this sub list. Oh, you have no records there. See that subform? You have no record source. Emanual, you don't have any record source. So if you run this, nothing's gonna show up. And say, hey, you have no record source. See? Alright. I am assuming that because, let's see, let's take a look at something here. I noticed in the back here, we went there. Yeah. I noticed you got 4 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I assume that your subform is using one of these guys according to your selection. So I'm going to copy this guy as a default, which is the number 1. That's the default. Alright, I'm going to close this out. See, I'm going to put this guy right here. This is really what you meant to do here. Alright, you got to define your record source. Okay, so let's view that. Again, save, close. Let's take a look. That's better. So that's how, yeah, that's better. So you didn't set your record set. All right. So that's good. That's good. And I can see the category here. See that? Semester, trimester, mensual, monthly. Anyways, so that's good. Now that works. We're gonna close that and let's load up this form again. It still didn't load. You know why there, right? And you don't have this error, name error, number name error. Remember that we had number name error? That's because the form was not set. The subform was not set. Now the subform we listed we set it to the query all sites list, and that's why that error name is gone. But it's not displaying correctly. And I know why. I'm the magician. So you say on the main form that the record source is query all sites list, but we just open up this subform. It also points to query all sites list, and that's kind of weird to me, because why would you make this a child of the same one? Make this a child of this guy, because they're the same query, you see, because of the same query. Alright, so let me close this guy. Let's take a look at it again. Obviously you cannot open this guy and that guy at the same time, but if we do this, you see there, query all sites list. Let's see if I can open this one. If we open this one, because this guy is open, you won't see this in here. It's gonna white out. You see that it's gonna white out. But look at this. I want to show you this. That is record source. It's the same as this guy, record source. Now why would you want to do that? That I don't understand. That is, I don't understand. And also this guy is referencing to here. But why would you want to do this if you want to reference this one to here? You see what I'm saying? So I think I get your gist. All right, I'm going to create something similar and get you going. All right, I'm not going to do the whole thing for you, obviously, but I am going to simulate what you're trying to do here. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and close that and reopen so I can see this list. Okay, there you go. So I'm gonna recreate what you're trying to do here. Okay, let's see. Let's go to form design. How about wizard? And we're gonna select. See this query all sites list? That is the same as this guy. You see there? That is again the same as this guy. So I'm gonna select everything here and continue and continue. And let's name this guy. How about form? We're gonna call it sites. It's similar to that one, underscore new. All right. There you go, we got it. Now we got navigation, we can just navigate through. You see there? So if we make a comparison, this guy, you see, and this guy is similar to that. They're using the same query. It's different because look at this. You're setting this guy to the subform, whereas this guy, like I mentioned, should be selecting from the list here. Alright, should be selecting from the list here. Alright, so now let's go further. Let's go further. I'm gonna make this guy, actually I'm gonna make this background the same right here. Let me see, let me select this header right here, background, background 1 there, and I'm gonna take this guy out. We're gonna simulate to this guy. See there? I'm interested in this right here. Copy, paste this guy in there. We got the same name, same everything. Okay, and then the next thing that we want to do, I'm gonna grab this guy. You see here? Copy. Let's move this guy away. I'm gonna move that to the right just a tad here, and then select this guy, paste. Alright, now we got most of the stuff here. I'm gonna save that for now actually, and close all. Close. Remember, you cannot open the subform and subform at the same time. See that this guy is open, and you try and open another one, link to another one, it's gonna go, it's gonna white out like that. So what you need to do is you need to open it one at a time. So we're looking at the new here. See that? It looks fine now because it's open once. So I think that's what you want to see. I'm gonna make this guy all the way there and anchor it to stretch down. Alright. One thing that we forgot to do is I'm gonna come back to this site form right here, code behind. I'm gonna copy this to all the way to the load, actually all the way to the after change right there. Copy, and then jump back to the new one. We haven't opened up the new one, and this is a new site right here, form design. Go to the code behind, paste. Alright, so now this new is the same as this guy. Oh, not that one, this guy, sites. See, the one we just copied from, except the text change and all that. I'm not gonna worry about that. Alright, I'm gonna let you do all your stuff. So I'm gonna let you do all your stuff. Here, what's this new site? Click. Here, you know what? I'm gonna copy that too. I think I know what you're trying to do here. I'm gonna copy that. I'm not gonna do this. I'm just okay. Go back here. So that's all I want to know. Actually, I don't need that. You know what? I'm gonna take that out for now because I have no idea what that is. We'll take a look at it later. But so this is a new one. All right, this is a new one. So if I open up it now, hold on. You see how the ID link right here? I'm gonna take that out. Should I take that out? Alright, I'll be right back. Let me grab my coffee. I started my coffee 30 minutes ago, so that is 4:30. So I need to grab coffee. Alright, I am back. Let's take a sip of this guy. Black coffee with lemongrass. What was I? Where was I? Oh, I know what I was going to say. So I am going to take this out. That's what I was going to say last time before I went to get my coffee. Yeah, let's not do that yet. I'm going to leave that there the way you had it, alright? Because your new site here, you're linking that guy to this guy. See that? ID. Alright, so I'm going to leave that there to show you what's going on here. Remember, when you set a reference from this child subform to the main here, whatever is showing up here is going to show up here because you're linking them together. And if you take a look at this guy, there's only one to one here, so you only get to see one item at a time regardless. Alright, because it's this ID, there's no repeated item here. You see that? This is a primary key. There's no repeated item. So that's why I was scratching my head. Why would you do that? Alright, but I think I know what you're trying to do. So I'm gonna show you. If I run this guy, you get C1 there. You see there? But if I advance here from the navigation bottom here, look, see there? That is the same. You see? That's exactly what I was trying to tell you, that why would you want to bind this guy to this guy with the same query? Normally, this guy is the parent, and the left, which is the subform, of the children, meaning the category, meaning this guy, the parent has one or many children on the left here. And that's how you would link them. Alright, so this is not right. Okay, and this being the parent, and yeah, I don't know, so that's not gonna work. That is not gonna work. Okay, so I'm gonna fix this a little bit here. You don't want to do that because that's not how you want to do. I'm gonna take this ID out. Take that ID out, take that ID out, save, and let's take a look. And that's what you want to see. Alright, that's what you want to see. But because the main form is still bound to the same record, alright, we're gonna advance to bottom here, and you're gonna see this guy, see, it moves up to the next one, the next one being whatever it is, and then the next one, you see that, and then the next one you can advance through, see. Alright, so yeah, you wouldn't bind this unless this guy has one or many of these guys. Okay, that's how we link one-to-many relationship. Alright, now let's get to this selection right here. Okay, let's get to this selection right here. I'm going to show you how we're going to fix this guy. Alright, first off, you don't need these guys. You don't need all that. Because I noticed here, you see, that would be that, that would be that, Monzo, that would be Monzo here. So we're going to fix that. That's pretty easy right there. So this time we're going to fix it. Remember I said that you don't need these? Alright, I'm going to take that out. You don't need that. Okay. I'll show you how we're going to fix this. So all I have to do here, I'm just going to say this. Select. Actually, you know what? I'm going to revert back. That's one of them that we need. Alright, I'm going to leave that there. I just noticed. We're going to need one of those guys. Select everything from this guy. That would be the main. That would be all. Okay, tool, all. And this one will be where? What's that field? Hold on. I have no idea what that field is. So let's take a look at that field. this guy FRQ underscore passage, where FRQ underscore passage equals, see there, and then I'm just going to there you go, I'm just going to copy this guy inside here, copy. You notice I'm using the same query, see that? You notice I'm using the same query. Instead of hard coding, this is where you define your stuff. Alright, copy that first one, put it right there, copy the second one, put it right there, and then copy the last one, Monzo there. I think that's how you pronounce it. Pardon me, I don't know this, by the way. That's all we need. Alright, and we need this guy, so I'm gonna undo that, and actually I am going to do this. Oh, come on, I'm gonna undo this. So this would be me dot I think you call it subform list. Oops, try again. Sub, right here, I see it right there, see there. So that's how you would do that. Now I can get rid of the bottom one. Alright, remember I said you don't need to requery this thing. Okay, so I'm going to take that out. Control S. Alright, let's take a look at it now. I'm going to close that. One. See there? And that's how you want to change it. See? And then you can delete this guy. Yeah, you can delete this guy. Delete. Do you want to delete? Yep. Delete another one. You don't need this. This is redundant. All right. We don't. This is how we don't do this way. So delete those. So those four now. I'm gonna delete this original one too. Oh, I meant to delete. So oh yeah. This is good. Take a look at this. See this hard coding? You don't want to do that. Alright? You don't want to do that. Delete. Now you can define anything. Alright? You can define anything from here. See? If you want to add another where clause, you can just say and whatever. So on and so forth. So on and so forth. All right. So I think what you're trying to do here. Let me show you. Yeah. Let me show you this guy. My this project, this app. By the way, this application is on YouTube. It's called Project Management System. And I showed you how to code. If you really want to be good programmer working with this, all right, watch this. Let me show you. And you can get your application bug free and good coding style, technique and methodology. All right, by going to my watching the let's see, programming right here, management, project management. So if you
simplify your global contact center while cutting costs.
If you go there, you see how I started from the very beginning, all right, all the way to the end and finish. And if you go through this, if you really want to learn how I code things, all right, you go through this. By the end of this project application, all right, you're gonna have a good knowledge of making things work, okay? But I'm gonna show you. Actually, yeah, this is where you want to start. Watch these and you're gonna understand and code the better way, okay? All right, so that's that. But what I want to show you in this project, let me show you how I did these things, okay? So let me log in. Log in. All right. See there? This is intelligent, very intuitive. Let's find out about this comfort. Anything with comfort. You see, COM, anything with a COM. Or if I want to search by state, all right. How about California? How about California? CAL, California, Los Angeles. You see there, California, right there. Anything with California, you see that? You can search on anything the way I show you here. But this is what you're trying to do here, okay? Trying to do here. Let's take a look at the activity project. Let's see, task, project. How about calendar? Oh yeah, right here. See how I got activity? This is similar situation here, except I list the stuff on the left-hand side here. I bet you I got a couple of them here. Let's go back to a couple months from here. Do I have anything? Maybe not. How about task? I know there's nothing in here. Let me see October. See, nothing. Anyways, but it's a similar situation here. Okay, so you can take a look at how I do things here. See, this is what you want to do. I think that's what you want to try to do here, and then you can just edit. You see, or cancel. All right. I think that's how you want to do it. Okay, and let me show you one other thing before I shut this guy down. If you notice the customers here, this is a subform. This is similar to what you're trying to do here. It's a subform on the left hand side. You see there? But look at this. There's no linkage. There's no reference, no ID, no reference. And this main form has no record set. You see that record source? Take a look at yours. Site. Cancel that. Oh. Save. Yeah. Let's take a look at this guy. See this? Record source. You tie this to a record set, which is fine. I'm not arguing with that. Except these guys right here. See how this guy is set to here, whereas mine is unbound, because I have nothing to bound to. All right. You see that record source is empty. Record source is empty. But how do I get a selection from here to here? Well, that's what you're gonna find out by watching my video. and the way I code. All right. I'm not touching on this form. I'm not touching the record directly. You see, it's called stateless. I'm not touching the record directly because it's not bound to any record set. So that's the beauty of doing this, and the code is beautiful and no headache. All right, so so that's there. Now let's go back to our new site. These right here, I'm gonna let you yeah, this guy, the main query here, I'm not going into how you want to do. First off, I'm just showing you how to get this guy going. Put your question on the Facebook group. Alright, so that's what I'm showing you to get this guy going, and how to query this in the code behind. Alright, that's all I want to show you. It's nice and simple. You don't have to do anything there. Okay, now let's put this guy onto the navigation. Now since this guy works, now we're gonna put that onto main form. Alright, see this site right here? I'm gonna switch that to, let's see, site underscore new, just like that. Save, close. Let's see if it opens up. Site. Okay, I cannot find the text referred to. Let's debug what's going on here. Oh, this is on the main form. So you're trying to set this guy text focus. Yeah. I'm gonna stop this for now. Well, maybe that's not how you do it. Yeah, let's stop that. I want to take a look at what you're trying to do here on the let me close that out. Let's see what's going on here. Looking for text search. Oh, that guy. What are you trying to do here? Let me run that guy. What is that? Let's take a look at it again. Looks like one of these guys. I have no idea which one. That's a dummy. That's a text. This one is visible and this one is not. Yeah, I don't know how you're setting that. Why you cannot set something to non-visible, by the way. Alright, if you set this guy to invisible and you're trying to say, hey, go to that form and set focus, it's not gonna happen. And this guy, why you set this guy to focus? Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, that's not gonna work. Mouse down, mouse up, or you're trying to do F key or key read. Okay, well, I'm gonna let you do all that. But what I'm interested in here, that's not, you cannot set the, well, actually, you know, that's text search. Wait a minute. Text search. Is there a text search in here? Oh, right here, text search. Next to the next to this guy, and it's visible. Okay. So that's legal. That is legal. All right. So what I want to do then, I'm going to copy this guy and put onto the new one right there and move him next to it right there. That way we got search. Okay, So save that, close all. Let's take a look at it again. There you go. So that's it. Text search is right there. All right. So yeah, that's fine. You can do it that way. But that's that. That's how you do it. And you can see there. You can do this without setting anything here. You see? Without setting anything here. And remember that in your original one, look at this. You set all bunch of these things in here. This where you know you don't need this. You don't need this. Alright. And if you take a look at the new one, you see how I said subform list. It just sets to its own. You don't need to do this way. You see? Can you tell the difference? This guy, it's got main form, subform, and form, and this one sub list. So, yeah, the new one. Look at this, the new one. Nice and simple. Nice and simple. All right, and it just works. See, it just works. All right. Also, this on the right hand side here, you can navigate through here, and if that's what you want to do, all right. But I think your intention is to click this guy and have it jump to here. So I don't know what you're trying to do here, but I'm just trying to simulate what you need, what you're doing. All right. So that is the that's what we came to do. That's what I came to show you, how to make this guy work. All right. So take a look at it. All right. And if you really want to get your application going here, watch the there's no need to get too fancy with all this without having all the code done. All right, the fancy stuff is last part normally. All right, you want to get all your interior and the code and all that working right before you start decorating these things. Okay. But that's that. All right. But yeah, if you really want to do the object programming, watch my videos, and I showed you how to code, not this way, except this guy. Okay. Because my way of showing how to code is not to bind anything to here. All right, like this guy. See, I don't have this on the form, and I notice on your form here, you see, oh, that's an empty one. Is there anything on here? They're just trying to do the same thing. See this right here? Yeah, I don't bind anything to my forms. All right, except the subform, except the list. Anyways, that's that. We came to do that, and that's good for today. All right, I hope this helped you out, and just take a look at how I did it. And happy programming. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, like, share, and hit that bell. And also comment below, and if you need help, inbox me. Thanks again.